the wattle and daub style timber frame buildings.
Yeah. I think. Oh, dude, we could just sack these?
Here we're gonna grab a wedge.
That just kind of works. Okay. Let's do this number here.
Yeah.
Even if it is a repeating pattern, who cares? If it looks good, it looks good. So I'm rolling with this.
Patterns can be handy.
Yeah, that every instinct I have is telling me to go with this. All right, come. There you go. Sometimes Studio does like to act weird.
I still think that there were some things in Digital Designer that were better than what Studio has, particularly in dealing with parts that have multiple hinges. Like if you were to have make like a square using four Technic brick or connect four Technic bricks together using pins, such that they formed a square. You could change the hinge point in one corner, and it would adjust the other ones naturally, as if they were physically connected. Whereas Studio doesn't have any of that.
No. There'll probably be able
I
to use
think I should give Designer a test run then.
But on the other hand, Digital Designer isn't updating anymore. So you're going to be more limited in what you have available parts-wise.
Yeah, that's quite the trade-off there, actually.
Yeah. Can talk to Ringbolt. You just had a Lego movie set idea come to mind, the micro. Yeah, I would talk to Ringbolt too about Digital Designer because he uses that. But all about a Men in Black. They did the train locker scene. Yeah, so oh, do the Men in Black locker scene.
There's just one weird thing I'm noticing, but I think it's something that can be fixed, actually. Totally fixable.
Yeah.
Totally fixable. You'll see what I'm at. You'll see what I'm on about in a second. Oh, it just works. Ladies and gentlemen, it just works. That is wonderful.
issue that we're going to face here.
Dude, I am pleasantly surprised with how simple that of a modification that actually was.
Something else that I've noticed with the newer version is it seems to render faster a little bit. So I think they may have done some more optimization
That's always good.
with the rendering system.
We like rendering faster.
So we continue. This is starting to look like something that could actually potentially be a set. Maybe. I don't know. It's starting to come together though. I might be doing too many of the same patterns here though.
In there. Thank you.
Why do I still have this pinned? Let me unpin that.
Two by four.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like how this is coming.
You'd be getting into some programming there, Luke Skydragon. So Soundwave has a red stripe on his lower part of his arm. The problem is if you do the arm similar to like Optimus Prime, so you got the hinge. This lower section right here that's in light bluish gray is only held on by one stud right there.
Slight problem.
I don't believe that this section at all is being held. Tile here. 1x3 going this direction and a 1x3 going that direction there. I go, when are you going to do dual molded plates?
Okay, I have entered what they call what?
No.
What's going on there?
They actually believe this to be a sticker then. Stripe.
Oh, I see what's going on. I'm not holding control. I was holding an arrow key. That's why that's doing that. Okay. Yeah, I've kind of entered the zone here.
This arm shoulder. I like to keep all versions go through for things.
Okay. All right, chat. What are we thinking?
Christmas in July.
Exactly. All right, I got a question for you, Mike. If you're flying to the desert and your boat gets a flat tire, what should you have in your pocket?
Why would I be flying in a boat in the desert?
The question is, what should you have in your pocket?
Grounded. Hello there. Welcome in. Welcome in. Blue Sky Dragon, a pocket knife. I'm gonna have a brick separator.
Brick separator. Yeah, that's probably a good answer. That's a good answer than any. I think this is coming along pretty good here. I like how I've been able to kind of replicate the wood pattern throughout everything, or the pattern that's already set in. So far, that's actually pretty nice looking. See, I didn't need to overthink the windows. I was overthinking the windows, and I just put something together. But I think I maybe put too many windows in because. Well, now this is actually kind of indicative of what medieval houses would kind of look
Never
like.
too many windows, Rounded says. A lot of natural light, you know, especially if you're not like wanting to do a whole lot of candles and things like that inside the house.
Well, I mean, there's also the heating issue too, because they didn't exactly have central heating back in those days.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to stop eating that pasta because that didn't taste, even when it was still warm, didn't taste too great. So. I'm going to crack open these Thin Mints. While I brainstorm as to what to do next. Or how to like actually begin with the chimney design here. And yes, these are from that gigantic thing of Girl Scout cookies you saw a couple streams ago. I still don't know why the National Guard doesn't use the fact that you get free Girl Scout cookies as a thing in recruiting. Like, it's what happens. You just get free Girl Scout cookies for some reason. I guess your unit buys them, and they just like, hey, here you go, guys.
I never got free Girl Scout cookies.
Were you active duty?
Sucks to be me.
I think it's different if you're active duty. Like National Guard gets Girl Scout cookies. Active duty gets BAH. That's how it works.
No, and then so when I got out of active duty, I went into the Guard, and we still didn't get.
Oh yeah, but when was that?
That was years ago.
Fair enough. Yeah. Let's see. So I guess I got to start on my chimney design. See, last time I did this, what did I do for the chimney design? Because there's nothing really wrong with the chimney design I got going on. Only it was 6 wide. I actually did have a pretty solid chimney design, but then again, this house is significantly taller than this one here. Although
like
this one is absolutely more or less complicated. Jeez, I'm not going to be able to replicate that chimney design or that fireplace design. But I do have ideas.
Around it, how have things been with your brickheads, Sailor Moon? So your new ones.
Oh, dude. I should tell the girl I'm talking to right now about the free Girl Scout cookies things. I don't even know if she likes Girl Scout cookies. I should have asked.
Is that a qualifier?
Yeah, does that like automatically disqualify me as boyfriend materials yet? The fact that I haven't asked that yet, I've just been sitting on this just ludicrous amount of Girl Scout cookies and not sharing with her. Somebody in chat will have an answer for that. I'm sure. Okay, I'm trying to brainstorm a chimney design. It would be lovely if I could stop sneezing today, though. Been like doing it on and off all day.
I love how it moved the whole body
Oh,
of the arm.
that's weird, dude.
Yeah, there still needs to be some tweaking in the rotation. What part? because I was dealing with that when I was trying to build. I think it was I was working on the new UCS Star Destroyer, Imperial Star Destroyer, and I would click on the part, click on the hinge, and rather than rotating the smaller collection of bricks, which was what I was trying to maneuver, it would rotate everything else, including the part that I wanted to. So in other words, it wouldn't rotate what I wanted at all compared to where it was supposed to be moving.
Okay. I think
so a rotation tool still needs work.
Yeah. All right. Hands. And then we can start working on legs. And then we'll work on the back of the chest, the back of the center section where the head's going to be able to fold down inside. That's going to be like multiple pieces that open.
Okay, I feel like once I get the chimney and the roof on, that's when this build is really gonna like show off like what it's like supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably do without these molding pieces here. These molded pieces. I might be trying to add too much detail there.
Holy moly. All right, let's see. Dark blue. What? Oh, it only comes in 2 sets. Nocturne Alley in 2003 and Alice.
Nocturne Alley. What does that look like?
It's Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets. Set number 4720. Set number
4720. Nocturne Alley. 2003. You know what? For a 2003 set, that's not terrible. Yeah, that's not bad.
So everybody can see. Yeah. And then the other one is from the Orient Expedition, and that is set 7418.
7418.
It's a much older set.
Yep.
Just a Johnny Thunder.
Ah, someone becomes the elephant. What piece are we talking about? I'm just looking up part. You just put up.
So this is part number 2540.
Uh-huh. Oh, in that color.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I've been using them in black all this time.
Okay. But you have to use it in that color now?
Well, I would like to because it's the hand.
Ah, gotcha.
But
yeah, it is crazy how like, especially with like specific colors, like it was like, yeah, no, we only did it twice. Those are gonna be some expensive pieces.
See this part in US. There's one person who has it brand new. They've got 75 of them, and they want almost $9 for one.
Okay, so
used. It looks like the cheapest, and like they only have one, and it's $2 used. And then the next person only has one, and it's $2.22. And the next one only has one.
Oh yeah.
So
That's,
it's one of those things.
yeah, that's gonna be a pain to even source those then.
Hey, Luke Sky Dragon.
Hello.
No.
Well, good.
You're buying the wrong
Not
Lego.
too much, but
I one of the other UCS sets. Well, it's UC. I call it a UCS set. It's not actually Lego company. It's was by Mold King. I actually like their version of the UCS Executor Star Destroyer better than Lego's rendition.
Luke is working on.
I
some
think
kind of,
Mold Kings is a stolen mock.
Yeah, it is.
Well, then I feel even better about downloading the PDF and building it myself.
Yeah.
yeah, nobody likes thieves.
I was thinking it looked very similar to something that I had probably seen as a mock that somebody had posted.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm considering it. Rebrickable talks about. I can't remember the whole list of different places that have stolen from Rebrickable, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
kinda
Mold
wish there
King
was
is one of those ones.
Yeah, I kind of wish there was a better system in place for like people who like when they steal their mocks, like people could like take better legal action, or, like actually do something about it. Because the world would be just a much better place if that happened. But then again, people would probably also abuse it if like bills are even somewhat similar. So it's kind of a slippery slope. But
yeah, the people are already doing that with Etsy and 3D modeled stuff,
just
3D
saying,
printed stuff.
not talking about like small businesses though. I'm talking about like companies like the one just mentioned and a few others that are like, they got a lot of money behind them, but they're still stealing from people essentially. It'd be nice to see like, oh, they stole my design, and then the person who designed the mock just sued them into bankruptcy.
The part of the problem that with the
A group lawsuit. Yeah.
yeah, you'd probably have to do that, but
Yep.
part of the problem is you have different intellectual property laws
In different countries.
and
Yeah, that's pretty. The fact
and
that
they're not
doing it,
and they're not legally applicable internationally.
Also, if you didn't like put on the instructions you made copyright, then
Yeah.
With stuff like that, you shouldn't have to put copyright on it. The fact that it is.
Yeah, you don't have to in the United States, but in other countries.
Oh, right.
And that's how they get you.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's usually China that they do it from because China doesn't recognize US copyright even a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that
Which is why
this
there's
one from one case. I believe this is the person who made it. And you'll notice he has the light bluish gray Technic axles laying in the gap that's on the front of the Mold King one. If you look here, there's this big gap down the center.
So you put a Technic axle in there to just close it off.
Yep.
And it's just lying there.
Yep. It just fills the gap.
That's kind of ingenious.
Yep. I mean, yeah, one case does really great models.
Yeah.
One case spelled. Is it spelled numerically or?
It's spelled out with letters.
Okay.
His Rebrickable's gone though, it seems.
No, he's still there. One case.
Here it is.
ONECASE.
There you go. It's $25. Here, I'll drop this link in.
I will add him a follow.
Yes. But yeah, so he's the original one that made the instructions for that Mold King stole, if I remember correctly.
I've had a couple of companies